All right, so today the A's just absolutely destroyed the 2020 World Series champions LA Dodgers by a final score of 11-0. This was just a slugfest for the A's. Hits left and right, and keep in mind, Dodgers had Clayton Kershaw, their ace, pitching today. So they just destroyed the A's look really scary out there as a team. You know, they looked like a legit World Series team. I mean, I know it's spring training, but they're playing Clayton Kershaw in the Dodgers, who won the World Series less than a year ago. So I think, that was a really, really good win, despite it just being a spring training game. But let's get into it. So the A's second, third, and fourth innings were absolutely amazing. They scored 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 4 in the fourth, and that gave them a 9-0 lead. So it was going into the fourth. They had 8 hits already. It was 6-0. But it was awesome, and the A's pitching was great. They have some room for pitchers, and I think this game, despite the hitting was so good, I think really the player of the game, in my opinion, goes out to Cole Irvin. He's a pitcher. He allowed 1 hit in 6 innings. 1 hit in 6 innings to the World Series champions of last year. 10 strikeouts. That is in 6 innings. That is amazing. Like, Cole Irvin, man, no earned runs, 2 walks, 1 hit allowed. So, 3 base runners total. That is incredible. The A's offense, too, to their credit, was amazing. 13 hits for the A's. The Dodgers just had 2 hits. The other pitcher that gave up a hit was Bryce Conley, but he had 2 strikeouts as well in just 1 inning. So good inning for him too. But the A's hitting was awesome. There were RBIs from Andrus, who was obviously newly acquired, Matt Olson, Steven Piscotty, Carlos Perez, the catcher, 2 by V-Mail Machine, 1 by Logan Davidson, 2 by Francisco Pena. Pena looked really good. He had a really, really nice hit off Kersh. And Kershaw's a great pitcher. I don't know. I think the A's really showed their ability to hit against a good pitcher. And I think, if we can do this against the Dodgers, the sky's the limit right now, I think. And our team is very, young in terms of the guys that are performing well. Cole Irvin, new player. Kai Tom, new player. He didn't have any hits, but lately he only had 1 at bat, and lately he's been doing really, really good. So that is awesome. Logan Davidson, also a new player. V-Mail Machine also had a great game, and he's a newly, he doesn't play that much either normally, but I think he will get time. Kershaw had a terrible, terrible game. Kershaw pitched 3.1 innings. He allowed 8 runs, 9 hits. He had 6 strikeouts, but he allowed 2 walks as well. The other Dodgers pitchers that notably allowed a lot were Josiah Gray, allowed 2 hits and 2 runs. But the A's just destroyed these guys. There was really no response from the Dodgers, and I thought we'd maybe win, but a game against the Dodgers is usually close or a loss. The A's played good against the Dodgers usually, but great game, 11-0 final, and we're nearing the end of spring training here, so good to get those dubs. And I like the way the A's played out there, and also. Something interesting, our great pitcher today, Cole Irvin, who had 10 strikeouts against one of the best teams, if not the best, in the MLB this season. Our pitcher, Mike Fiers, was designated to play or to be in the injured list. So maybe Cole Irvin gets a good roster spot. I don't know. We'll see. But he had 10 strikeouts on the LA Dodgers. So that is great. Playing the Rangers tomorrow at 1:05. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm so happy with this win. Good one for the A's out there. Final score 11-0 on the Dodgers, and our record is now 14-9-2. So let me know your thoughts, and let's go Oakland.